As Atlanta's own Home Depot says, you can do it and we can help. And of course, they're talking about that home remodeling project that you've been thinking about. You know who you are. But which home remodeling projects really make your home more valuable? Real estate expert John Adams is here to talk more about that. John, good morning. How are you on this Tuesday?
Good morning, Buck. I am well. Thanks for having me. And let's talk about home improvement.
Yeah, this is an important topic because people want to add value to their homes, or maybe they just want to make living there a little bit better, or both. So let's start with this. You said that we currently have a low supply of homes for sale. So why is that?
Well, this is interesting. Of the people that have mortgages on their home, 82% are already locked in on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage below 5%. They're not going anywhere because their payments would go up. So they're sitting around saying, what can I do to make the existing house more attractive and more fun to live in? And that brings us to our laundry list.
Yeah, that sets us right up for today's topic. So instead of selling, folks are staying put, and many of those are looking at home remodeling projects as an incentive to stay in that home they've been in for so long. So let's talk about remodeling projects and what can add value to your home.
You know, the first thing I like to recommend is let's look at your curb appeal. A lot of times our front door area has been neglected, or our garage doors are real old and look bad. That can give you a real fresh look. Now, a little more expensive would be looking at vinyl siding or even replacement windows. But now you're getting into some environmental type energy efficiency type renovations, and those are always appreciated. The second thing, and this is one of my all-time favorites, I don't care what the house looks like, put a deck on the back. You know, in the South, we spend a lot of time out on the deck. We have good weather in the spring and the fall. I've got family in Cleveland. They only have one day a year that they can be outside. We're in the South. Put a deck on the back. It's relatively inexpensive, and it's additional living space that is cost effective, and at the same time, it's really considered living space while you're here in the South. So look at that deck, okay?
All right. Yeah, deck sounds great. How about inside? Let's talk about maybe some inside things we can do as far as renovating or bathrooms or painting.
This is where we get into the expensive rooms, the kitchen remodel. But a updated kitchen doesn't need to cost a fortune. Now, you certainly can spend that much money, but I say look at a three-step approach. First, look at your cabinet doors and drawer fronts. A lot of times the cabinets are in good shape. It's just that the doors or the drawer fronts have gotten damaged or stale over time. Consider replacing those. New appliances can make a big difference, and you don't have to have countertops that are made out of marble or concrete or quartz. Look at some of these fabricated countertops that are much less expensive, and you really can hardly tell the difference between that and a quartzite countertop. That takes us directly to the bathroom, where a remodel can cost a lot of money. But a couple of ideas to do so with a remodel that bath without spending a fortune. This is the one room in your house that needs to be 100% absolutely spotless. It has to smell overwhelmingly clean, and people like a bathroom that feels current. So look at your vanities. Think about adding a large mirror. This could make it look like your bathroom is doubled in size when in fact you really haven't spent much money on it. Wall color of the tile. I had a bathroom recently that had tile from the 1940s, and it just reeked of 1940. We painted right over it. Looked great. Also think about reinventing some existing rooms that you have. Now, this is one of my favorite things to do. If you can expand your square footage under your existing roof line and above your existing foundation, you're adding square footage for almost nothing. and it really is adds a lot to the house. So what we're talking about here is look at your attic. Is there a way to expand? Can that become a master bedroom or maybe just a guest bedroom? Look in your basement. Is there a possibility of adding an in-law suite there? Again, these are not inexpensive, but they absolutely can add to the utility and enjoyment of the house that you're living in right now. And that brings me to number 6, my all-time favorite, Buck. I know you love it, paint and wallpaper.
John, we are out of time, so we're going to have to leave it there with the paint and wallpaper, but good stuff as always. You're going to stick around for a bit to talk to people, right?
Yes, sir. I'll be here for an hour. And I tell people, go ahead and invest in your home. It's the best investment you'll ever make.
All right, good advice. Thanks a lot, John. And as he mentioned, he'll be on our Fox 5 Atlanta Facebook page for the next hour to answer all your real estate questions. They don't necessarily have to be about today's topic.